I'm talking on behalf of Bumblebee Spaces. I'm Sankarshan Murthy, co-founder and CEO. We're a bunch of product people using robotics and AI to create a new way to live. So the problem we're solving is this: housing burden. All of us feel it. Like more than in a lot of productive cities, more than half the income goes straight towards paying for rent, mortgage, insurance, taxes. And you're paying for a two-dimensional metric. You're paying for dollar per square foot, right? When you look at why are we paying for so much for the houses? The designers who are really good at designing great homes would rather spend their time working on the doorknob for that campus than fix this problem, right? So there's been a systemic failure, and we're taking over. So how do we do this? Essentially, instead of everything spreading out, functions in the home spreading out in two dimensions, where you have, each one of your function just occupies a two-dimensional footprint, and then you only use it when you're using that function. So, you sleep in your bedroom. When you cook, you're using the kitchen. When you're watching a TV, you watch in the living room. So either you get into a micro-living where it's compromised, nobody wants to live like that, or you start... what if you could get all these functions, instead of spreading out in two dimensions, use the volumetric space to create it? So we're shipping modules which are essentially ceiling robots. We put these modules in the ceiling and bring it down only when you need it, and give the luxury of space back to the residents. So, this is one of our beta units. This is kind of old. We're working on a brand new gen, but essentially, you can see like bed, cabinets, closets. It only comes down when you need it. Rest of the time, it homes. And powering this is an AI stack where you don't have to remember and retrieve your objects. You don't have to remember, where did I put my jacket? Where did I put my sock? Our system is capable of understanding what you've stored, where you've stored it, and what context you use it for. And it makes everything searchable, like Gmail makes email searchable. So it's not just like when you look at our stack, it's not just the up and down motion. It's not just like a Murthy bed. My last name's Murthy, by the way. We want it to become like an AI butler, so the home kind of works around the user. So when you're cooking, your pots and pans and your knives, and things come down when you need it. Or when you're getting ready to run, your jogging shorts come down. When it's raining outside, your umbrella comes down. It just works around you, just like a butler. And in fact, we don't want UI. When people like Samsung and LG talk about smart homes, it's full of LEDs and screens and all that. The way we want it to be, almost poetic. The home just transforms poetically around you without you pressing any buttons. So if you're on the way out, your go box with your backpack and your umbrella and stuff comes down and you walk out. And it's a very difficult problem because you have to get the inventory right and you have to get the confidence right to move it. So if I bring a box down saying your shoes is there and it's not there, it's really annoying for the user. To get that inventory absolutely right, and not have duplicates because you keep putting shoes in, shoes out, it becomes a very challenging problem. And we use various layers of sensor fusion, various types of learning algorithms. We have deep learning networks, and then we optimize that network using a meta learning network. So there's lots of stuff going on in our system. And I'd love to talk to you about it. This is the problem of our generation: housing. We spend this is what occupies our surface area of the planet, right? We're all the commute, everything to get more home is all caused by housing. If we can solve this, it'll be a better planet. It'll be a better experience for everyone.